Welcome to Autism Tips and Tools, where we highlight the best practical guidance from previous episodes of Autism Knows No Borders. Whether you're a self-advocate, a family member, or a service provider, there's something here for you. I'm Rachel Harmon, a professional in the field of autism services, outreach, and advocacy, and the following clip is from my conversation with autistic self-advocate Andrew Arboe. Andrew is the founder of Driving with Autism, an educational program that guides autistic individuals and their families on their way from the passenger seat to becoming drivers. Here's Andrew talking about how to limit sensory overload and manage fatigue while driving.
It's based on the person because there's also a lot of different senses that driving does use. Like there's the sight, there's the smell. I actually read up that someone prefers electric cars because there's not a lot of like smell that goes into it, which I kind of see. Hopefully the electricity part isn't too expensive on their end. But it's really just dependent, and it's also could be based on moods, like if you get enough sleep, or if you ate anything, or if you have the daily stuff they have. Like if I was having a weird day and if I didn't have any coffee at all, I would be pretty annoyed. I would generally be annoyed. But yeah, so I kind of that topic was obviously kind of something I really wanted to touch on and make it really solutions based on what people can do. And the most part, it's highly dependent on that. And one thing I will say is if someone like is having a really bad day and start getting emotional on that, it does not hurt. Like just park somewhere, gas station, somewhere safe, obviously. But just a parking lot, like I care less it's a CBS or a Walgreens. And just give yourself the time. Like if you're not going to give yourself time, not going to give yourself time to go over that, well, the overall aspect will be pretty well, it's going to happen. So just kind of giving someone enough time. Like even at my work, I actually stay a bit further, not because of work, but just kind of for me, just kind of chill. Like I may watch some YouTube videos, let's say dash cam videos. Sounds kind of productive, I know, but I've been a little behind and also can show me a thing or two. So that's kind of one thing. This kind of gets given someone enough time to kind of, with their body, kind of like, okay, did my work. And I have some rest time. Okay, let's do this. At least my take. It's kind of how I handle it, but again, completely different for everyone.
Yeah. But I could see how going from one somewhat stressful environment to another stressful environment without having that transition pause in the middle could just add more stress.
Mm-hmm. And the other reason I have the music is I like the music that's associated with the thing I like. So I just focus, and because I know my moods, like I know what music to play, or know what specific music I could play, so I could that could kind of tame it or kind of postpone that until a non-driving environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be different for everyone else. Like I actually know some people that use some sensory tools, some use cushions, or some may have something in their car. It's kind of just finding the right tools.
Mm-hmm. What are some strategies to manage fatigue and stress while driving? Like if there's a lot of traffic or something.
Good question. This is probably the third time, so I know it's probably getting cliched. Music. Music. And also coffee. Also coffee. For I know that sometimes that might be counterproductive if you have had newest of coffee too many times and you've already fatigued in the first place. But those two things come in mind.
Okay.
Or just kind of stopping somewhere and just kind of like, just kind of lay in the seat, in my experience.
Okay. So, Andrew, you wrote a blog about tips for drivers with autism. Could you share some of those tips?
Yeah, of course. Of course. And then one of those things, and you can also find this all on the blogs, and it's continuously updated. We actually I wrote up something that's of what to deal with driving in snowy conditions. This season, it's very prevalent, and I still never forgotten the first experience me driving in snow. And yeah, it's pointless to go the regular speed. Just take your time. Take your time. Like there's no reason to rush your car. Even going slow, I could almost feel the car almost going out of control one or two times while turning. So be smart. Just don't go fast, whatever you do. Like snow is to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a joyride, nevertheless. But for actual tips, I was mentioning a couple of those is just giving yourself time to be ready for driving. Just giving yourself time to be ready. Like I mentioned, like after I do my work hours, I kind of stay in the office further just to kind of give myself time to let my body chill. That's absolutely something. And then we talked about the sensory tools that you could use, as well if it's safe to use, because I wouldn't be like just trying to like toy with something while driving.
Mm,
May not be the best. I mean, unless you could drive one-handed, I could kind of see. But still, like any of the tools must be done responsibly as much as possible, and to have a lot less trouble with what could come up during driving. And the other is if you're used to GPSs, it does not hurt to have that. And there's a good amount of mounts out there that you can attach in your car, and they can be amazing. Even ones you could take out and you could take them to anywhere else. So it isn't just stuck in your car. It's something that you could use over time.
yeah.
Especially the air vent. There was like those mounts that go on the air vents, and those are beautiful, like really good. And you could touch them in a way that you can still see the phone and the directions and the audio side while you still drive. So it isn't like you look like this while trying to look for your what to go to next. Right? You still look at this, and it's like a glance look, and you still focus on the road itself. So those type of tools, and then I mentioned highway driving and how just kind of just breaking things down to steps because there's a lot of aspects like lane changing, one of the major things. And that's actually something I used for myself to get used to highway driving, like changing lanes and knowing what's a good time and what's a bad time.
Hmm.
And because every driver does it at the highway all the time, I don't think it's even possible to not lane change, to be honest. I've yet to see that.
Right, because you need to get on the highway and get
Yeah.
off, for one.
Yeah, and there's even the ones with the left exits, and there's sometimes not always a right lane exit. So gotta change range at some point.
Yeah.
So I just kind of broke those down in steps. You just use the highway and just kind of did it again and again just to get a feel for it.
Thanks for tuning in to Autism Knows No Borders. Would you like to hear Andrew's tips on what to do when you get pulled over? Follow the link in the show notes for the full conversation. And be sure to subscribe for more stories from people connected to autism, inspiring change, and building community. Let's work together to transform how the world relates to autism. Thanks for listening. Take care.